What's going on, guys? It's Bryce here. I'm back in another video. Another Playboi Carti update video. I'm going to give you guys some new information on what I think we can expect before the album drop in January. It's approaching very soon. It's the end of December, so hey, we are in prime time for Playboi Carti dropping his album, but we're going to get into that. But before we do that, make sure you like, subscribe, so the one with the channel and you love, I would appreciate greatly. But let's get into this. So, Playboi Carti, wrapping up what we've got so far. We've had dozens and dozens and dozens of story posts and stuff. I'm not going to go over that, but, we have got the 3 singles. First one, You're the Moon, Different Day, whatever you want to call it. That's out. Kind of dropped surprise on Instagram. That was fire. Then, of course, we got the iconic 2024 on YouTube. Official kind of release, not on streaming, but it's the only one that is on Playboi Carti's official YouTube channel. Official video out. And then we got Hood by Air, which was also on Instagram. Amazing. I think Hood by Air is my favorite of the 3, even though it's kind of the least developed. Yeah, I think it's the least finished song out of the 3. However, that style is crazy, and I think that's a little taste of what we can expect on the album. I've said it before on all the news videos, and if you haven't been caught up, make sure you check out all the news videos I've been pumping out for the last month or so. But regardless, first song, traditional higher pitch voice. Second song, first half, traditional higher pitch voice, then the deeper voice on a more traditional instrumental, and then the third song, Hood by Air, dark instrumental, dark aura, everything, deep voice. We know what to expect. Alright, Playboi Carti is amalgamating this album. Now, 3 singles is usually the traditional singles that artists do for a project. I don't think these songs are going to end up on the album. I think they are throwaways. That can be debatable. Maybe 2024 will end up on it because it is so popular amongst fans, but we'll have to wait and see. But we might be getting one more single. I don't know. As you can see on the screen here, there's a video with no sound. I'm not just avoiding copyright. There's literally no sound in the video of Playboi Carti destroy Lonely and in the studio with Metro Boomin. It looks like they're getting a lot of work done in the studio. Lots of productive work going on in the studio. Anyways, this was uploaded with no sound. I think this is the next single we're gonna get. I think it's gonna be produced by Metro Boomin. You could see Metro Boomin even talking about this on Twitter, Playboi Carti reposting it and such on his Instagram story. I think that's coming soon. Now, I'm not entirely sure because, looking at the album drop, we know confirmed January via Playboi Carti himself through DJ Akademiks. We know it's January. Tour starts January 14th, leaving the 2 Fridays, which Playboi Carti's gonna drop on a Friday. I don't think Interscope will let him, which is the label he's signed to. I don't think they're gonna let him not drop on a Friday, but that would leave us January 5th and 12th. Now, that's not this Friday, but that's the next Friday, and then the Friday after that. And looking at these dates, if we get another single, I'm leaning more towards January 12th being the drop date. However, Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign are slated to drop their album that day. This is the second delay. Will it drop that day? Probably not. Playboi Carti is featured on the album too. I would like to add on the song Fuck Some with Quavo. And Kid Cudi is dropping his album Insano that day too. Now, I don't really think Carti cares about the competition. I think he will drop whenever he wants. He's Carti. He can basically do what he wants. But it's the fact that that's happening, at least that's what's planned on happening, makes me think it might come a little bit earlier. In that case, I don't think we're going to get another single. We might right before the album. I could see that happening. The Whole Lotta Red rollout really took place the last 5 days before the album came out, or 3 days, whatever it was. It was very sudden. And we've had this rollout going on every day for about a month at this point. So January 5th is possible. The only other artist that's notable that's dropping that day would be French Montana, and I don't think Carti's worried about that. There's 3 Kanye features on that, crazy features on the album. I'm sure it's going to be a good album, actually, but this is what Carti's going to do to French Montana if they both drop on January 5th. So, I'm leaning more towards January 5th. I am. Not entirely sure. Now, another thing I would like to add is Playboi Carti's posted this up on his alternate account, YVL. That is Young Vamp Life. Some of the affiliates been posting that little phrase as well. And Carti's been posting that when he reposts fans' TikToks and posts and stuff, just anything. He's been saying YVL, Young Vamp Life. It's kind of like a name for his supporters, it seems, kind of like YSL, kind of Young Stoner Life. You kind of see the connection there, but I think the next single might be called YVL. And I think it's this song with Metro Boomin, allegedly produced by him. I think it's that. If that comes out, I think he's going to drop it right before the album comes out with a rollout, pretty much in place, a date set in stone before January 5th. Or if he does drop that, I think he's going to wait a little bit longer and maybe do the 12th. Or we're not going to get either of that. If we don't get either of that, I think it's dropping the 5th. My money's on the 5th. A lot of people say the 5th. I've been going back and forth. Even on Twitter yesterday, I was like, I don't think Carti's dropping another single, and I think it's dropping the 12th, and I'm on this video contradicting myself because I don't know. This is the information we have. Regardless, excited. Knowing Playboi Carti, I'm going to upload this video, and some shit's going to come out tonight. So if you're watching this, check his socials, check his Instagram. Don't check his Twitter. He hasn't even been tweeting, but if he does return back to Twitter, we're in game time, buddy. Let me tell you, but regardless, it's looking exciting. You guys know on the channel, I'm going to keep you guys up to date. We got a channel rebrand coming soon. Fitz Records, the Bryce Fitz. It's finished. I'm waiting for January 1st. So January 1st, the channel's going to look a lot different. Hopefully it brings more eyes to the channel. We're going to wait and see how it goes, but I'll save that for that. But if you guys enjoyed watching, make sure you like, subscribe, the bell, so you miss any videos, updates, anything like that. Go in the description. Follow my TikTok, my Spotify, my Twitter, my Instagram. Get that weekly updated new music Friday playlist. Enjoy my Discord down there too. And yeah, it's been Bryce. Peace.
Coming with the hot shit, all they do is talk shit. You can never stop it, boy, just stop. High end drunk, call that HD vision. All these other motherfuckers full of indecision. These are flowing through your city like drug money.